So, Howdy. Good afternoon to all under present here. Today we are going to see about the topic is e-commerce security. So before going to this topic, first we can understand what is mean by e-commerce. So e-commerce is nothing but it is a security. We can perform an online business. So without affecting the business can be unauthorized access. Unauthorized persons cannot come to across the business. So in this case, we need some more security. There are six dimensions of e-securities are available. So first one is integrity and non-reputations and authenticity and confidentiality and privacy and availability. So integrity is nothing but the first all data are available in your system. So before doing this e-commerce, first we can available all the source in your website. So that is an integrity, and non-reputation is nothing but uh, since all data will be available. So and authenticity, so whether the user can be authenticated persons. So before performing an e-commerce, so the business can be online transactions can be needed, so authenticated persons or not, so we can check. So similar way the data is also authenticated, and confidentiality. So if any business can be doing the sender and receiver, customer and um, shareholder, so your transaction should be confident. So as well as the privacy and availability, so the available to all the data if in your hand, so we can perform the e-commerce business is very effective manner. So our next topic is, so why we need the e-commerce security? So before performing, there are two companies can be provide the security. One is Computer Security Institute, and second one is Computer Emergency Response Team (CERT). So the Computer Security Institute, it is a non-profit organization. It is dedicated to serving and training and information computer and network security professionals. And Computer Emergency Response Team, it is also provide so many number of security system, and to avoid the vulnerabilities and provide good guidance and protecting against attacks. And there are three basic security issues can be available. So first one is authentication and authorization and auditing. So authentication is nothing but before performing transaction in two persons, so these two are communicate or whether it is an authenticated. So authenticated is nothing uh, proper persons we can perform, and authorization and auditing. So non-technical, next one is non-technical attack. So in these type of attack we can provide, some people can kind of contain some tricks to perceiving some sensitive informations in our site. So the network contains a lot of private networks. In internet is nothing but is a public network. So many private networks come across. So in this case various problem will be occur, so during this transaction. So to avoid this problem, various malware antivirus software will be available. So apart from that, so many people can, some trick can be followed to capture some data. So these type can be non-technical attacks. And next topic is technical attack. So these kind of people can use some set of software and system knowledge or expertise, so we can capture some data. Okay. If two persons can communicate, we can perform some transactions. Some technical people use the knowledge and system knowledge, we can capture some data. So these type of attack is called as technical attack. And next one is various types of technical attacks will be available. One is common vulnerabilities and exposures, and second one is National Infrastructure Protection Center, and third one is DOS, that is a Denial of Service, and fourth one is a distributed Denial of Service, DDoS attack. So these kind of technical attacks will be available. That means so many transactions will be available, means so many type of viruses will be available. Malware viruses will be occur during this transaction. So for example, some malware is nothing but it's special type of software, so we can affect the some system. It is not affect transactions, it is only affect the system. So various kind of programs can be inserted in your system, so that in this case the system will be affected. And next one is viruses. uh, Virus is nothing, it is also one type of code, it is inserted into your host system. So it is to it is to defect the particular system. Okay, well, and common mistakes in managing insecurity risk: undervalued and narrowly defined and reactive security management and dictated security management process, and lack of communication about security responsibilities. So these were the common mistakes in managing the security risk. And risk management consists of three phases. One is an asset identification and risk assessment and implementation. And so here, risk assessment and implementation, asset identification, these role the security risk management. One of the best example is the symmetric key private encryption. Here, the sender and recipient. Sender, we can send some set of plain text into the recipient, so the user can send plain text data. So in this case, during this transaction, the encryptions will be occur with the help of some private key or public key. So we can encrypt the data using the keys, and that text can be called as ciphertext. So apart from we can transferring the data, so the plain text can be received in the recipient with the help of some keys. Using the ciphertext can be again converted into plain text. So during this transaction between sender and recipient, the plain text can be encrypted with the help of keys, and we can transfer the text is called as ciphertext. And then recipient, we can receive the data with the help of keys, and again the ciphertext can be transferred into plain text, that is called as the symmetric key encryption. This is an example of so many risk assessment. And then public asymmetric key encryption. Here public key encryption is nothing but we can use some types of keys. It is commonly understand both the sender and recipient. We can encrypting the data. For example, the RC algorithm and DES algorithm, 32-bit, 62-bit algorithms are available. So with the help of these algorithms, we can transfer the data into secure way. So many these kind of security assessment can be available in e-commerce. So both sender and receiver, we can using various types of security measurements with the help of transactions to avoid the problems. Thank you.